So, I just finished watching Star Wars Rogue One. Um, it was really good. I would put it up there with some of the best Star Wars movies. That's my personal opinion. It was just really exciting, and it was like a throwback to the original episode 4, 5, and 6 in a way that was like, I don't know, it just had like a gritty feel. It was more about the Rebel Alliance than the Jedi. So if you're into that, kind of that storyline, you know, the outside of what's going on with the Jedi and with Darth Vader and the dark side and the Force and stuff, if you're into that storyline that's outside of that, then you're really going to enjoy the movie. It was cool because they, like, here and there were little pieces from, you know, the originals. In this film, it takes place directly before Episode 4, which was A New Hope, which is where we meet Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia and Han Solo and all that. So this movie, it's basically, without giving anything away, I don't want to give any spoilers or anything like that, but it's the story of, you remember in A New Hope, in the beginning, they are trying to get the plans to the Death Star. They're trying to get those plans to the Rebel Alliance, so that they can destroy the Death Star because it's built with a flaw in it. And they have discovered the flaw, and it's the only way to destroy the Death Star. Okay. So, keeping that in mind, this movie is how they got those plans, how they came about obtaining those plans in order to, because in the beginning of Episode 4, Princess Leia is trying to get those plans to Coruscant. We don't know how she got them, but they've made mention of, you know, people who lost their lives for these plans, you know, how important they are, how hard they were to get. And this movie is showing you exactly how hard those plans were to get and the whole story behind that. And it's just, I really enjoyed it. I wasn't sure if I would, because I had a feeling that it wouldn't have a lot to do with obviously the Jedi, because in this storyline the only Jedi left are Obi-Wan Kenobi and then Luke Skywalker, but we don't even know that yet. But yeah, so if you only like Star Wars for that aspect, the, you know, lightsaber battles, the Jedi, Darth Vader, you know, the Sith, then you might not enjoy this movie. But if you just love Star Wars and you love all aspects of it, you like watching, you know, the fighting between the actual soldiers of the Rebel Alliance and the Imperial Force, then I think you'll really enjoy it, because I really did. Like I said, it had an old feel to it. It had that 4, 5, and 6 feel to it. Not, obviously there was some CGI involved, but nothing like Episode 1, 2, and 3 CGI. It's much more like the Episode 7, and it was just really good. It was really, and they did a really good job, and they used, you know, a lot of real stuff, real people, real settings, and it was just good. It had that old feel, and I really, really liked it. So that's kind of my review of it. I might talk more in detail in another video about it, but, you know, it's like I just saw it. You can't remember every character's name. It's the first time I saw it, you know. I would go more into depth like that, but I didn't want to give any spoilers, but I did want to let you know. I thought it was a fantastic movie, and if you're a Star Wars fan, like a true Star Wars fan, from the originals to, you know, Episode 1, 2, and 3, and the whole thing, I think you're really going to enjoy it, especially with all the little, like, things that they throw into the story that you remember from 4, 5, and 6, like stuff like, oh yeah, I remember that character, or I remember this, or you know, they make reference to a lot of the things from A New Hope, and it's just good. That's all I have to say about it. So if you're a Star Wars fan, a true Star Wars fan, I think that you will really enjoy it. I thought it was awesome.